Welcome to the NorCal SportsPass.
SportsPass!
A weekly review of NorCal's best high school sports action. Powered by a team of professional sportscasters taking their experience covering pro and college sports to the high school ranks. The NorCal SportsPass.
SportsPass!
With Dave Lewis.
I hope you're having a great day. Thank you for checking in. Doug Doyle and Frank Garrity will be around in just a moment. We have a lot on the plate as usual, so let's get after it. Congratulations to Nicole May of Foothill High School in Pleasanton, being named the State Gatorade Softball Player of the Year. May and the Falcons ended the season a perfect 28-0, with Foothill's Matt Sweeney named the Coach of the Year. Ladies first, with the All-Metro softball team announced by the Bee, the Coach of the Year is Mike Mello of Whitney, leader of the team's first section title. Co-Players of the Year, Maisie and Mackenzie McFarland of Whitney. First team catcher, Brooklyn Pettis of Elk Grove. Infielders, Taylor Beal of Vista Del Lago. Angelica Cano and Ariana Miranda of Elk Grove, Kiana Pierce of Sheldon, and Valerie Wan of Grant. The outfielders, Claire Stover of Whitney, Presley Hewitt of East Nicholas, and Dakota Kennedy of Folsom. The pitchers, Blake Kraft of Yuba City, Avery Croxall of East Nicholas, Ava Hand of Elk Grove, Skylar Mitchell of Del Campo, and Nia Trinidad of Whitney. The DHs, Montana Hermosillo of Whitney. Utility players, Viana Barron of Sheldon, Sierra Burden of Whitney, Maddie Braz of Del Campo, Taylor Fitzgerald of Rockland, Maddie Morris of Del Oro, Haley Peterson of Sutter, Mia Perez of Vista Del Lago, Savannah Price of East Nicholas, Kennedy Thomas of Cosumnes Oaks, Jordan Tressler, and Ashley Williams of Whitney. I want to get in some more, so let's do the second team. The catcher, Tatum Wenworth of Pioneer, infielders Callie Richardson Cook of Ponderosa, Grace Gallagher of Del Campo, Sam Oliver of Sheldon, Chloe Smith of St. Francis, and Grace Stover of Whitney. The outfielders, Kelsey Hall of Bella Vista, Reagan Hunt of Oak Ridge, Drew Rodriguez of Cosumnes Oaks. The pitchers, Lindsay Polis of Granite Bay, Kennedy Brown and Grace Owen of Sheldon, Amanda Dupriest of Del Oro, Emma Fallon of Folsom, and the designated player is Sammy Lucky of Del Campo. Utility, Raina Cote of River City, Riley Grigsby of East Nicholas, Jessica Henley of Christian Brothers, Lexi Hollahan of Vista Del Lago, Kaylee Hunter of Ponderosa, Malaya Johnson of Roseville, Brianna Level of Rio Linda, Sadie Langlet of Roseville, Michaela Robinson of Del Oro, and Peyton Toto of Wood Creek. A lot of names, but I wanted to make sure all those ladies got some love for an outstanding season. Baseball coming up in a few, but first, here's Frank Garrity as I catch my breath.
SportsPass!
As always, in a baseball-rich place like California, a number of players with ties to high schools in the state or high picks in the just-completed Major League Baseball first-year player draft, like Andrew Vaughn, who went number 3 to the White Sox. The University of California standout played scholastically at Maria Carrillo, where he was an all-state underclass first-teamer in 2015 and an all-state medium schools performer a year later. The Giants stay local with their number 10 selection, choosing Sarah's Hunter Bishop. He's been at Arizona State putting up power numbers that make his talents very attractive. Among the other top picks, Kyron Paris from Freedom and Oakley, although he's also signed to play college ball at Cal, so we'll see what he'll do. He was drafted by the Angels in round 2, number 55 overall. Bo Phillip from Oregon State, who started Oak Ridge, was chosen in round 2 by the Braves. Shortstop Glenn Allen Hill Jr. from Santa Cruz went in round 4 to Arizona. Former Davis standout Ryan Creedler went in the 4th round to the Tigers. Jay Serra's Jordan Brown selected by the Indians in the 6th round. Congratulations to the 2019 Athletic Hall of Fame class from Bret Harte High School. They are Joe Rudy, Ron Lewis, Jay Barnett, Richard Inks, Kurt Hecker, Jeff Sanders, Mimi Baker, Rhonda Canepa Menzis, Keith Rakansa, Chris Clements, Jennifer Test Hartfixen, Shiana Martin Zilke, along with coaches Jan Edwards and Jan Schultz. Also being inducted, Tony Tyrell and the 1979 football team coached by Hal Clements. Hall of Fame weekend in October. The ceremony will be on Saturday, October 5th. It was a 5th Sacramento Valley Lacrosse Championship in 6 years for the boys of Granite Bay. The championship game saw them beat Jesuit 14-9. They finished with a perfect conference record of 8-0, and they were 16-3 overall. Scott Pink won his 6th Coach of the Year award. The Conference Player of the Year, Ryan Rogers of Oak Ridge. A repeat for Ryan, who was a 4-year starter. He's a 2-time U.S. Lacrosse All-American who will be going on to attend and play for the University of Utah. A three-peat completed this softball season for the Lady Cougars of Escalon, the third time they've walked away with the San Joaquin Section 5 title. They did it with an 11-6 win over Linden. Escalon came back to win the crown after going 4-5-1 in their first 10 games. Once they hit the 500 mark, they really got going, rolling to a 15-3 record. Among the team leaders, seniors Arabella Strack, Hallie Webster, and Sage Davis, who all hit over 400. Arabella also the star in the circle with 13 wins. Congratulations to the Davis High School Athletes of the Year for the 2018-19 scholastic year. They are Taya Kamba Griffin, who played volleyball and ran track, girls basketball and lacrosse player Alex Agnew, and cross-country and track star Juan Zarate Sanchez. At Tamalpais, the Athletes of the Year were Camilla Tarpey-Schwed, who played tennis, track and field star Will Holden Wingate, baseball's Bennett Flynn, who was the Marin IJ Player of the Year, and golfer Nick Friedman, who was the Marin IG Golfer of the Year and first-place finisher in NCS individual qualifying. Receiving offers in the last week, Osaro Ahi from San Leandro from Portland State, Marcus Miller of Castro Valley from Eastern Washington, De La Salle's Ben Rowe from Army and Northern Arizona, Alec Brannon from Heritage gets one from Valparaiso. For Sports Pass, I'm Frank Garrity.
Sports Pass.
As promised, the all-Metro baseball team was announced. The coach of the year is Aaron Agnew of Folsom, and Greg and TJ Nichols of Oakmont, the players of the year. Let's give some love to the rest of the first team. Infielders Xavier Carter from Capital Christian, Luke Davis of Oakmont, Garrett Forrester of Bella Vista, and Zach Meddings and Nico Regino of Franklin. The outfielders Andrew Paolini of Oakmont, Mason Poisson of Del Campo, and Nick Voigt of Davis. Pitchers Cooper Zerpe of Woodland, Jason Holm of Colfax, Cade Pilchard of Jesuit, Braden Proud of Del Campo, Grant Stevens of Franklin, and Anthony Susak of Jesuit. DHs Chase Davis of Franklin. Utility players Carter Benbrook of Jesuit, Carson Blatnick of Oakmont, Daniel Carrion of Winters, Theo Dopkins of McClatchy, Ryan Harvey of Wood Creek, Sam Hayden of Del Campo, CJ Hutton of Folsom, Carson Stevens of Franklin, Zachary Watari of Wood Creek, Hogan Weaver of San Juan, and Alex Weir of Colfax. Let's do the second team. Joey Adge of Del Campo is the catcher. Infielders Drake DiGiorno of Folsom, Jonah Henriksen of Davis, Ethan Remmers of Rockland, Bryce Sidler of Oakmont, and Matty Thomas of Granite Bay. Second team outfielders, Sam Daly of Jesuit, Mateo Lake of Rio Americano, and Mitchell Parker of Jesuit. The pitchers, Carson Coles of El Camino, Jacob Lynch of Folsom, Andy Owens of Jesuit, Kai Peterson of Oakmont, and Devin Susky of Ponderosa. The DHs, Ruben Valencia of Winters. Utility, Drew Aguiar of Bella Vista, Nathan Hansen of Oak Ridge, Dylan Garrett of Laguna Creek, Jason Harris of Colfax, Logan Myers of Yuba City, Malcolm Moore of McClatchy, John Lewis Pantlick of Colfax, Ryan Stafford of Folsom, Isaiah Terrazas of Casa Roble, Ty Uber of Ponderosa, and Adam Walker of Woodland. A quick timeout to regroup and pass the baton to Doug Doyle.
Game of the week. Game of the week. The NorCal Sports Pass.
Game of the week. Well, actually, how about Team of the Week this week? What a baseball season it was for Del Campo High School. The team tweeting out Happy Graduation Day over the weekend to its 2019 senior Cougar class. And what a class it was for the group on the diamond. Those Cougars between them had 9 playoff wins, 2 section final appearances, 1 state Division II championship, a CVC League championship, and 4 CIF playoff berths. Del Campo lost in the Division II championship this season to Oakmont. Del Campo will lose 2 senior pitchers who threw very well in that title game, Sam Hayden and Hudson Kaler. They'll also lose some key guys at the plate. Trevor Crockett knocked in a run in the championship contest, while classmates Mason Poisson and Sam Hayden each had 2 hits. Senior class at Del Campo, congrats on a great run. For Sports Pass, I'm Doug Doyle.
Game of the week. Game of the week. The NorCal Sports Pass.
Closing with some football news. Pro-style quarterback Carl Richardson of Salinas is fired up about his visit to the University of Nevada. Grant Union defensive lineman Omar Lott got in some work in camp at Arizona State. And Victor Timonen of Monterey Trail won the UC Davis Quarterback Challenge. And that will do it for another edition of NorCal Sports Pass. Thanks to Frank Garrity, Doug Doyle, our executive producer John Franklin. And thanks to you for being there to make it happen. I'm Dave Lewis. We'll talk to you next time.